Yeah, good morning. This is Joe with Yanulen Pond Service and Koi Rescue. We're here today, October 9th, with Barrow, who has a 11,000 gallon pond. He's done quite well with it and needs to reduce his fish population. So we're kind of doing a combination of pond cleaning and koi rescue. Well, Barrow, I'm very pleased to be here this morning, and quite an exciting day, I think, for the both of us. I thought that you might be able to tell us a little bit about your ponding experience and what you've done here. Again, quite a pond.
Sure, I'd be happy to. We started back in 2001, put in the pond, and got about four 4-inch koi, so they were about this big. And they grew, and then I got a few more, maybe another 4 or 5. But over the years, they enjoyed the environment they were in and started reproducing. And so every year I've been finding homes for some. But last year and this year I didn't, and we've got sort of overpopulated, and that, as you know, is impacting the whole ecosystem within the water. And so we decided to try and get rid of a bunch more. And I was reading an article in the Reporter, and I saw your name and that you rescue fish. And I said, okay, here's salvation. We'll go call Joe and have him come to the rescue. So that's how this came about.
Well, that's what's brought us here. And now we'll get into a little bit of the job at hand. Again, we're doing a combination of pond cleaning and water removal. We'll do some vacuuming, clean out the waterfall weirs. There's a lot to do. We'll be distributing in the neighborhood of 5,000 gallons to the landscape on the property. Again, that'll take a little managing. Let's see how we do. We'll be shutting off the waterfalls and begin washing all the algae and such back into the fall so that we can vacuum it out and not allow it into the pond. We'll do the same thing on both waterfalls. I will begin vacuuming, and now also as a form of dropping the pond level. We have a portion of the pond over here, I can't quite tell, approximately a third of the pond, that is only at about a 2-foot depth right now. I will go ahead, go in there, and begin vacuuming that level and discharging the water throughout the landscape. Well, what's been developed here, and I will say, with help of a young man at a local pond store, we've taken a solids handling pump and attached a bulkhead to it, and the fittings to accept all the fittings off of my wet dry back. Things do get adjusted a little bit in the sense that like you see this head here, well, we have gone ahead and cut it out so that it will remain passive while we work the bottom. It won't stick itself to the floor. It's worked very well for me already. A little bit trouble with pine needles, tree branches obviously do have a tendency to clog it up. Okay, plug her in. Yeah, I think so. Let's see if we can get a prime over here. Am I throwing water? Okay, where we've landed up right now, we've we're doing pretty well bringing the water level down. We've got it down about 16, 18 inches. We've been vacuuming the bottom as we go. Now what we need to do is we need to take some of this water and put it onto my trailer and tanks in which we will transport the fish. We will be moving about 1/3 in my tanks of pond water and then add an additional 1/3 to my tanks of the city water. We will treat that or dechlorinate that portion of the water. We'll be transporting fish with or in 400 gallons of water. So we've stopped dropping the water. We've stirred it up somewhat. We expect that, but we'll now take water and fill our tanks so that when we get there, we'll be prepared to move the fish.
What I'll do when I'll get home then is I will overload these with my water. And that'll be more water coming out. And then these fish or this water will not go into my tanks. Not a drop of it.
Just fish.
Just fish.
Abierto, bro.
Para mandarlo para acá. Okay, here we've got a sort of a Becco, which would be a black and white. It's got a couple of red freckles. I don't know if you can see that.
No, that one you can put out.
Another Becco. Type. This is what you want?
Yes, I think so.
Watch, let me show you the white one. Now, I think that the white one that you want
Right.
is probably in there.
Yes.
This looks very much like it,
Yeah.
but it's got more of a pink head. Typically, when it's not going through this. So this one is a keeper.
I think the black one. Yeah.
Well, we'll once we go in there,
Yes. Then
we'll see if the others
is there and
is, yeah.
Treating this product just to detoxify the water. It helps with essential electrolytes, 3-part skin slime replacer, reduces stress. Obviously these poor guys are going to be stressed. Instantly ages water. Quite a product. It replaced about 3 or 4 products that I would use when doing something as extreme as this. 2,000 gallons of water. Busy day.
My name is Joe Marquez, and I've got a dirty job. I own and operate Yanulan Pond Service and Koi Rescue. I never know what I'm in for. In many cases, you know, I come onto this site and I look at a pond and, gosh, it appears to be 2 feet deep. Well, little do I know, till I start working on it, we got 2 more feet of muck. Well, what I mean by muck, frankly, everything the fish take in, they put out. In addition to that, we have all plant debris and anything else that can fall into that pond. Falls to the bottom, begins decomposing. That's muck. We find many ponds with a great deal of rocks and different things in them. Separating them from the muck can be quite a chore. Too many ponds in their glory, but little do we know what it takes to get them there. What you've seen here are some good examples of just what I'm talking about. You know, we have to deal with everything that's in that pond, and that might include some pretty big boulders, plants that are just saturated. Quite a hard job. So, Mike, if you really need the work, I really need the help. If you think you can handle my dirty job, give me a call. I'll be waiting.